Chapter 149, Silver Sword Boy. 3 minor fractures, heavily injured soft tissue, bleeding, moderate muscle contusion, severe damage to a small area of the epidermis. The doctor in the medical room not far from the Longhu Arena was very professional in the treatment of such injuries. He quickly gave his opinion. There's no need to inject the bone-stimulating needle. He'll prescribe to circulation-stimulating pills. 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Other than a slight fracture the day after tomorrow, everything else will be fine. Your bone fracture might take 3 to 5 days to recover. Just pay attention not to have any more injuries in the next few days. Zhu Tui received Wei Dejiang's reply when he walked out of the medical room. Alright, report to the first floor of the combat training building at 8 a.m. tomorrow? Yay! Zhu Tui waved his fist excitedly. He could not help but feel a little hurt. Brother Chai, sister-in-law, old Jung, I've won a huge victory today. Logically speaking, I should treat you guys to a meal. However, I still have a lot of things to do. I have to participate in the actual combat exchange with India sector tomorrow. I also need to replace my silver pills. I'll treat all of you to a meal on Sunday, Zhu Tui said. You said it. I'll be waiting. Chai Zhao was very happy when he heard that Zhu Tui wanted to treat him to a meal. Yes, no problem. You still owe me 2 meals anyway. I'll treat you and you'll pay the bill. FCAC Chai Zhao's teeth hurt when he heard that. He wanted to beat Zhu Tui up. Brother Zhu, this is the level E energy restoration elixir that I obtained from the arena today, including the registration fee. A total of 34 bottles, 20 bottles of capital and 14 bottles of registration fees. Among the capital, 5 bottles were from you, Brother Zhu. The other 15 bottles were given by me at the last minute. I'll take the capital back. Brother Zhu, this is yours. As he spoke, Xun Ziking handed a total of 19 bottles of level E energy restoration elixir to Zhu Tui. Zhu Tui glanced at Xun Ziking and took the potions. He then split the 14 level E energy restoration potions he had earned into 2 portions. Thank you for your help today. Otherwise, not only would I not be able to achieve my goal, but I would also not have been able to earn these benefits. You can have the other half. After saying that, Zhu Tui said to Chai Zhao, who was glaring at him, Brother Chai, you're a tycoon. You don't have a share. Don't be like that. I need it too. You should at least give me some. Chai Zhao had a look of disdain. Go away. You should be content. Zhu Tui glanced at Kai Hongying. Chai Zhao immediately laughed. Hey, I was just joking. I'm waiting for you to treat me to a meal. Remember, you're treating. You have Topei. Zhuang Ziqiang did not accept the 7 bottles of level E energy restoration elixir that Zhu Tui handed over. Instead, he pushed them back. Brother Zhu, this is against the rules. I'm helping as a friend today, so I can't accept it. If I accepted it, it meant that Brother Zhu did not treat me as a friend. Besides, I only moved my lips. Xun Ziking firmly refused. That's a separate matter. We're still friends, but you have to accept the benefits, Zhu Tui insisted. No, I can't accept this. If I accept this today, how can I be friends with Brother Zhu in the future? Brother Zhu, see, we can be considered friends today. We have a long time in the future. You just have to take care of my business, Xun Ziking insisted. Zhu Tui was about to say something when Chai Zhao suddenly spoke. Don't be so wishy-washy. Let's do as little Jung says. This time, you guys have completely gotten to know each other and become friends. Brother, you just have to take care of his business in the future. Of course, I still have to thank little Jung. Treat him to a big meal this weekend. Remember to bring me along. I have to fill my stomach. You sound like you eat a lot. You can't even finish half the table? Kai Hongying's words made Chai Zhao choke. I'll step in and invite Brother Cheng Mo over, alright? That's your Brother Silver Sword's best friend. Is there a need for you? Kaiksio was speechless. Zhu Tui was stunned when he heard that. Kai Hongying's way of addressing him had changed again. It was Brother Silver Sword. It was quite eye-catching. However, Zhu Tui's expression changed after he read it. Sister-in-law, this is a flying sword, not a silver sword, Zhu Tui quickly emphasized. Isn't a silver flying sword a silver sword? Kai Hongying was puzzled. Ha 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 ha. Kaiksio, who had regained his senses, laughed out loud. "Brother Silver Sword, Zutui, I feel much better now." In the end, this matter was done according to Chai Zhao's instructions. Zhang Ziking did not take anything and agreed to spend the weekend with Zutui. Zutui was not a pedantic person, so he did not insist. In this matter, both parties had their reasons. Since Zhang Ziking was so sensible, Zutui would not let him down in the future. After separating from the three of them, Zutui got himself an environmental bicycle. He endured the pain in his chest and rushed to the Genetic Armament Center. He had to prepare his weapons and equipment for the actual battle tomorrow. As for the video of Brother Silver Sword and Brother Flying Sword in the school, it had already gone viral. Zutui wanted to take the initiative to spread cool nicknames like Flying Sword Warrior, Flying Sword Immortal, and Little Sword Immortal. However, Zutui's influence in the school was not enough. On the other hand, the title of Brother Silver Sword was the most popular. "Teacher, can you see if my alloy silver pill can still be repaired after it's damaged?" Zutui took the initiative to take out the remains of the alloy silver pill that Wuxia had split into two. "There will definitely be a slight loss in weight and the strength will have changed. Repairing it won't work," the teacher said. "It can't be repaired?" Zutui could not help but feel his heart ache. Wuxia was too ruthless. His $10,000 and 2 merit points disappeared just like that. It was simply. However, the teacher's next words made Zutui overjoyed. However, this alloy silver pill is mainly made of tungsten alloy. The processing cost isn't too expensive. We recycled your scrapped materials. The normal recovery price is 8,000 yuans per gram. Of course, it will only be counted as the value of the cash when it is recycled, not the contribution points, the teacher said. "That's great." Zutui, who was overjoyed, quickly handed it over. The work teacher weighed it. The original weight is 5 grams, and the material is worth $40,000. However, the weight is only 4.92 grams. We lost 80 milligrams, so the recovery price should be $39,200. Although he had lost more than $10,000 and spent 2 merit points on the price, most of it had returned. It was not as if all of it had disappeared. Zutui was still very happy. "Do you want to get new silver alloy pills?" "Yes." "Is it still 5 grams? How many do you want? Let me take a look." Zutui first checked his personal account. He only took a glance before he smiled bitterly. There was still the last 70,000 yuans. From today's battle, if he encountered a very strong opponent like Miao Huanshan, the 5 alloy silver pills might not be enough. Considering this, it was best to prepare 10 of these alloy silver pills. However, the problem was that an alloy silver pill required 10 merit points and 50,000 cash. At the moment, he needed at least 300,000 yuans to get another 6 pills. He did not have enough money. He was still far from enough. There was another problem. Zutui had only realized that his mind power had grown a little too quickly during the battle today. Perhaps it was because he did not have any experience back then and did not consider it properly. The weight he chose was not suitable. The silver pill was still a little too light. The power was slightly weaker. 6 grams was the most suitable. There was no pressure to activate it. If his mind power increased slightly, 7 grams would be the most suitable. However, a new 7-gram pill would cost 70,000 yuans. If he were to replace the previous one, the cost would be even higher. He could not afford it. The teacher suddenly laughed when he saw Zutui's hesitation. "Why? Are you short of money? Do you not have enough money?" Zutui nodded. "It's a little expensive. I'm out of money. Let's buy 2 5-gram pills first." He had more than 70,000 yuans in his hands. He could get 39,200 yuans back. If he bought 2 5-gram pills, Zutui would only have 10,000 yuans left. The number of alloy silver pills in his hand had increased from 5 to 6. It could be considered an additional guarantee. Fortunately, he had helped Zutui win 14 bottles of level E energy restoration elixirs in today's competition. He could use them for his cultivation. Together with the 2 bottles he originally had, he could last another 4 days. Otherwise, Zutui would have no cultivation resources. He had already decided that he would have to earn money after tomorrow. Whether it was to earn contribution points or other things, he had to get money. He could not stop cultivating at this stage. You're a student. It's normal for you to lack money. However, the school's benefits are still very good. If there's a shortage, you can apply for a low-interest loan, the teacher suddenly said. A low-interest loan, Zutui was stunned. This was the first time he had noticed this. Don't you know? Many students are using it, including Year 2s and Year 3s who are taking out loans to buy repulsion hover skates or even repulsion flying cars. In this aspect, as students of the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College, the benefits are extremely good. When he heard this, Zutui's first reaction was to wonder if Luo Murong had taken out a loan for the repulsive force flying car. However, Zutui was immediately tempted. Since he had a low-interest loan, he would use it first. He would return it slowly in a few days. Teacher, how do I get this low-interest loan? Your personal communication device is directly logged into our school's student cultivation support program. The various requirements are written very clearly on it, and they are all instant payments, the work teacher said. Zutui quickly checked. The Wuxia Genetic Evolution College's student support program was a comprehensive and systematic support program. The loan quota for each student was related to the student's admission status, personal strength, and rights. For example, the amount of money would increase by 50,000 for every level up from level E of a genetic liberator. Zutui felt a little regretful. He had never evaluated the levels of the genetic liberators. This also caused his loan quota to not be high, only 600,000. He had gotten 500,000 yuans of the loan due to his low-grade level D rights. The interest rate was really low. For those with mid-grade level E rights and below, the annual rate was 3%. For those with high-grade level E rights, the annual rate was 2.9%. For those with low-grade level D rights, the annual rate was 2.8%. The deadline was 1 year. Zutui made his decision after 3 minutes of consideration. He decided to take the loan. Could he not earn 600,000 a year later? He had more than 600,000 contribution points in his personal account, right? He would use it first and prepare for tomorrow's battle. Just as the teacher in front of him had said, it was given instantly. Zutui had only submitted his application, and 30 seconds later, 600,000 yuans was in his account. Teacher, 6 7-gram alloy silver pills. Zutui felt that he would be able to activate the 7th genetic base point of the 2nd level of the Mind Concentration Foundation forging technique tonight. His mind power would also increase by about 5%. He directly switched to using 7 grams. 6 7-gram pills. Each pill costs 14 contribution points. 70,000 in cash. 6 pills comes up to a total of 84 merit points and 420,000 in cash, said the teacher. Zutui paid the bill and quickly left with the alloy silver pills. More than half of the 600,000 yuans that he had just obtained was spent in an instant. Including the money from before, he had less than 300,000 yuans left. However, what caught Zutui's attention this time was the contribution points. In the past, Zutui felt that 1,000 contribution points was quite a lot. He could spend it for a long time. However, 84 merit points disappeared after he bought 6 7-gram alloy silver pills today. He suddenly felt that his contribution points were not enough. However, it was still worth it. With this ample preparation, Zutui had more confidence in the actual combat exchange tomorrow. I have to tell Miss in the good news.